This week, we're going in depth on dementia, what it's like to care for someone who has it, handling the diagnosis, and how to move forward. My grandma's husband of almost 10 years has Alzheimer's, and in today's Your Healthy Family, I'm showing you the 10 signs you or someone you love may have the disease through their story.
It's so difficult because it's someone that you love.
My grandma Terry tells me no matter how many articles you read or how many people you talk to who are impacted by Alzheimer's, you never really know what it's like until you live it.
They call it the long goodbye for a reason.
Doctors told her her husband Stanley had Alzheimer's in late summer of 2020.
Alzheimer's itself can only be diagnosed with an autopsy of the brain, but they're using these tools to, predict.
We can support you and educate you.
And Susan Nimnuin, the vice president of Bright Star Care in Fort Myers and Naples, says there are signs you can pick up on that your loved one may be in the early stages of dementia. Of course, the first,
memory loss that disrupts daily life.
My Mima noticed Stanley's issues with memory when he forgot how to get to a lunch spot they went to regularly.
I said, "This is your home area. You know how to get there. We've been there before." And he said, "No, I'm not kidding. I really can't remember how to get there."
That eventually turned into forgetting people's names and conversations he had. Another sign,
challenges in planning and solving problems.
Meaning changes in developing a plan and sticking to it. You may notice your loved one having trouble concentrating or taking longer to do things than they used to, which brings us to number 3, difficulty completing familiar tasks.
Day-to-day, paying your bills, cleaning your house, feeding yourself, remembering to take your meds.
Number 4,
confusion with time and place.
You see these silver alerts all the time because these people get in the car and they go and they don't know where they're going.
Number 5,
trouble understanding visual images and spatial relationships.
Nimnuin says in communities for advanced dementia patients, the flooring is usually all one solid color. It's because dark spots in a rug can be confusing and could look like a hole in the ground. Number 6,
new problems with words in speaking or writing.
An issue my grandma noticed in Stanley at family get-togethers.
He just didn't really join in the conversation. I think he realized that he couldn't keep up.
Number 7, misplacing things and losing the ability to retrace your steps. Number 8, decreased or poor judgment.
Poor judgment that is repetitive, where you're unable to recognize that you've made a poor decision. That's concerning.
Things like poorly managing money or misusing medications. Sign number 9, withdrawal from work or social activities. Before his Alzheimer's, Stanley was a very social guy.
Antique cars were a hobby of his. If we would go on to a car show, we'd be there 10 minutes and he was ready to leave. Where before he wanted to go to all the fellow car collectors and talk to them about their car, where they found it.
Which brings us to the last early sign of Alzheimer's.
Changes in mood and personality.
His whole personality really changed. He had always been a more outgoing social guy, loved to be around people, laugh, tell jokes, He just became a different person.
And I saw it too, and let me tell you, it has been tough. Now, we have more information on those 10 early signs of Alzheimer's when you go to fox4now.com/yourhealthyfamily.